Hi, I'm Chris Hardwick. I'm here with Paola Lazaro, Seth Gilliam, Angela Kang, and Clark Wolf. We are discussing The Walking Dead Extended Season 10 preview special. This is from Blanca Camacho, New York, on Twitter. Seth, do you think Coco could become Judith 2.0?
I could see that happening. I could see Coco taking some traits, learning some moves and some weapon fighting from Rosita that she could store up, and then borrowing from someone else in the community. I'm not sure that she would want to borrow. Father Gabriel's not the greatest fighter. I think that she could find somebody else in the community to learn some other tricks from. But I could see her totally being, a little ass kicker, if I could say that.
Yeah, you can. I mean, listen, it's, the really interesting kind of sociological experiment about this show is what happens when kids grow up in this world and have no connection to what, the quote normal world was like before. It's a really fascinating question about how their values would play out, or how they would view the world, or how they would view life and death. Clark, are there any characters going into the extended 10th season that you're worried about?
Oh boy. Well, I would all of them in The Walking Dead. So yes. The two that I would say are, the character of Negan, but probably not why you all maybe think. I'm so invested in Negan and Lydia's relationship. It's one of the most heartwarming, beautiful, the depth that is on display there. I don't want them to get separated. I want them to be able to continue to get to know each other, which is really strange because he's a murderous grown man and this is a teenage girl. But it's just so beautiful. And lastly, Ezekiel. I am totally heartbroken over Ezekiel's sickness, and what a cruel twist of fate if Ezekiel was ultimately killed by cancer and not the, vast amount of other physical threats that are out there.
Yeah, and but I agree with you 1,000% on Ezekiel, because it also just reminds us of like, oh yeah, there are things that are not the apocalypse that can still be dangerous and deadly, and why this character, this sweet, wonderful character. Going back to the Negan thing, though, I think that's really interesting because he is a murderous adult. He can be a murderous adult, but he has displayed this oddly paternal side. He had sort of a paternal connection with Carl, with Judith, and now with Lydia. And so, yeah, it will be interesting to sort of see, and then maybe we'll get to explore some more of that in the Here's Negan episode, which I'm greatly looking forward to when that comes up. For Paola, Princess gets thrown into a train car Terminus style coming up. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh man, it was, again, like the art department. So many of the departments in our show are just incredible, but the art department and the set department just did such an incredible job at creating this space that immediately, as an actor and as the character, I just got thrown into the mindset of lacking control and lacking agency, and that fear, and that the thoughts of getting defensive that come up with that. It was, and yes, it did remind me of when they get thrown into the cars, into the train cars in the past season. But it was great.
Angela, what can you tell us about the character of Elijah and the actor who plays him?
We'll start to learn a little bit more about Elijah. There'll be more that unfolds over time, but this is somebody who is part of a group that Maggie was with, and is very important to her. I think she's really fond of him. He's very loyal to her. This wonderful actor that we cast, Okea, who just came in and nailed his audition. One of the pieces that we had him audition with is this silent moment where he's going through something, and I think there was just something so moving about how he played it, as well as he did this this more intense kind of confrontation scene. And I think just this actor has such depth, and I think you'll really enjoy seeing him.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for watching Talking Dead. My guests have been Paola, Seth, Angela, and Clark. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.